Hello, all CGTI trainers and my colleagues. Today I'm going to discuss how we can use Microsoft Teams effectively and make our communication better. So, communication is one of the biggest keys in today's workplace, as we all trainers are going to take many online classes with our diploma students coming from next week. So let's explore how we can use our training skill on Microsoft Teams effectively. Microsoft Teams offer several tools designed to make communication easier, from online meetings to group conversations and private chat, file sharings. So it's a very important tool for us. Microsoft Teams does a lot, but there are three main categories that we should focus on for effective training. Number one is there are group conversation threads which are accessible to groups of people and students. There are private chats which let you send messages to specific people and students. Second, there is private audio and video calls. So you can have face-to-face private discussions with the people and your students. So either they are here or they're home, so they can join from them there directly. So can have one by one counseling, conversation, discussion. Then number three is meeting. Meeting is where we do group conversation. We run a class, online classes. So the meeting can be scheduled ahead of time, and they can have option for audio or video face-to-face conversations among the group and team. So in this video, we will cover these all topics and few other very useful features. So let's jump on the PC to see the Microsoft Team. So as you can see, the first function is activity. So activity is something, it's like a stream, all the history of your conversation, your file sharing, your likes, dislikes, emoji, all you can see in the activity panel. So it's like a chat box for your whole Microsoft Team organization. Second is chat. The chat function is we use for one-to-one chat in person. So any one student, if you want to chat, you can just go and type their name and then you can start conversation. So I can write hi. So this, all the conversations are encrypted between two person only, nobody else can see. So this is our chat function. Next is Teams. So Teams, you can create team from join or create team, or you can join or you can create team from here. So when you click here, you can create or you can enter if you have team code to join it. So this is one function of this. So I have two teams, you can see here. If you see your screen, maybe you will have more or less. It depends on how many teams you are participating. So in this course, as we are discussing how we can use our skills in Microsoft Teams to teach our students. So we all know that we have created our existing merchandising diploma team. So we can just click here. If you want to add more student, we can click on this dot icons and we can add members from here. So when I click, I can search any student name or teacher name and I can just add it here. So let me add a teacher. I can add one name. So add. So this already, so they already are part of the team, so no need to add. So this is join or create team function. Next in the team is there is only default tab which is general, and then top of the ribbon you can see many windows. So the post window, whatever you will post, it will show here. Then second tab is files. Files is a place where we store all the files which we do conversation with our team. You can also upload files directly here. Just you can either plus, you can create a folder or you can create any files from here, new files. And if you want to upload, you can upload from here. You can just click and it will bring you from your destination, and then you can choose and bring the files here. Class note, we are not using in this team because we are using Google Classroom. So here is the Google Classroom tab. When you click here, it will bring you to your Google Classroom. So you can assign classwork, people, all of you know, all of your trainers know how to use Google Classroom. So I can see all the classrooms from here. If you want to add any code to students, I can just find the classes. Suppose I want to send the link of work study 2. So I just click here and I can click on the class code and copy the invite link, or we can share this code directly. So if I copy invite link, it's already copied and I can go just share the link. So it's very handy to use all Google Classroom within Microsoft Teams. And there are some other notes. If you want to make any notes or a student wants to make note online, they can just use meeting notes. So you can type the title and just start making the notes. So your all notes will be at one place as a trainer. So this is general channel for notes. Now we are going to understand very important function, which is Microsoft Meet. So the first function I can do Microsoft Meet is we can directly start the meeting by clicking this Meet panel. So the meeting will start immediately, and then you can join and share link with your students. So when I click join, it will show me the link of this meeting. Here we go. So when I click on the, so we can see the link. We can just copy the link, or we can add participant from here if you know their email ID or their name are showing here. So this is one function. Another function is we can also schedule a meeting for our future classes. So we can click on schedule a meeting. We can put a title of the class. Select the date. So garment construction class is from 19. The start time will be 8 o'clock. So I can select 8, and the end date is 20 seconds and the end time will be 4 o'clock. So I can select from here and then send. When you click on send, it will show you in your post have you scheduled or not. So here we can see. You can also see in calendar. When you go to calendar and we find the scheduled date, so it was 19 June. So here we go, we can see our meeting schedule. Okay, next function is very important function is how we can present in Microsoft Teams. So let me start a trial meeting. So I will go and start a trial meeting to show you how Meet functions works and where you should focus on. So I just join. Okay, so here are 4 basic functions. First is show participant. So when you click here, all the participants you can see. If you want to add, you can request to join. There is chat box. So you can say any chat while you're taking the class, while your presentation. Next is emoji function. So this function you can use for appreciate your students, or a student can use for appreciate you. So when you click, it will show here, and the other participant will know that you have liked their conversation or their presentation. Next is breakout room, which is very important function. So when you click on breakout room, it will ask how many classes you want to create. So suppose you have 12 students in the class and you want to create 4 students each room. So you can just select 3 and create. So the 3 students will automatically select by the Microsoft team. Second function, you can automatically, you can do manually also. So by selecting this, you can just select the participant. When you click, it will ask which student you want. Right? So since we don't have a student, so it will not show here. Next function is the hover over for the device setting, meeting options, meeting notes. You can see the gallery view or full screen. You can change your background. You can also turn on your live caption. So if you want to speak, the caption will start running here at the bottom. So since we don't have class ongoing, so you can't see, right? Oh, you still can see. You can see now I'm talking about Microsoft Team. So it's showing here. Very easy for students to see and understand what you are talking about, right? Okay, so let me off that function for CC. Turn off. And then when you do training, one very important function you need to use is recording function. So when I click on start recording, recording will be on, and then one of the notification will show you that recording have been started. And then you can, here you go, you can see you are recording. So let me stop the recording. So when I want to clip the stop recording, you can just click here and stop recording. You can on your video and you can mute or unmute yourself. So now we are going to enter very important function, which is how you can share your content, your PowerPoint. So the first is you can share your whole screen, or you can share your windows. So when you click on whole screen, you can share everything. So whatever in the screen they can see. If you want to go other tab, a student also can see. So if I want to open PowerPoint, a student can see my PowerPoint, right, like this. So whatever in your screen, a student can see everything. So this is one of the way to share. I can unshare, and then I can go to the window tab. So when I say window, all the windows which are open here, you can see all the windows. So one window one time. So if I want to share this, I can only share one window. So if you go to the next window, it will not show if you don't select it. Next option is you can attach your document within the PowerPoint, within the Microsoft Teams, and this is the most advisable function as a trainer we should use. So let's see how it works. So I can browse from my OneDrive, and the second option also I can browse from my computer. So let me take from my computer. So I can just open and it will show here. So here you go. The Microsoft Teams is attaching your file. Right. So here we can see my PowerPoint. Here I can see my PowerPoint. I can use which are participant or my chat box, right? So let's understand all the functions of this presentation, how it works. So I can see the full slides here. I can see grid view. When I click on grid view, all the slides will open up here. You can see in your screen. So I can see all the slides are here. So if I want to click any other slide, I can just go. Suppose I click here, it will open up like this. So you might see, I see in my screen there is no notes. So this no notes section is actually footnotes of PowerPoint. So as a trainer, when we present, we always put the reference what we want to discuss, what are the key points I'm going to tell in that slide under the footnotes. So I highly suggest all of your trainer for online trainings, you keep your main points as a keynote in your PowerPoint. So let me go another slide for seeing the keynotes. So suppose these slides, here I have written the keynotes. So I know what I need to talk when these slides come. So I can just read over. Now that all trainees have had a chance to experience Teams for themselves, take them a quickly formal introduction into what Teams is and continue to learn the messaging around what it can be for your organizations. So it's very easy to navigate. Another functions are, we can go to more option and we can hide this thumbnail view. So we can hide presenter view. So there is no thumbnail. So you will have big screen to demonstrate. And you will also hide your footnotes of your PowerPoint. So I don't want this. I always recommend keep this presenter view on. Next is you can add a cursor to show, right? So when you click, it will move on, and then I can take out server. When I click, it's move on, right? Okay, now we can use laser point to show, or you can draw. It will vanish after some time, after 2-3 seconds it will automatically go away. So your presentation is clean, and then you can also point out where your students want to see or which content you want strongly them to focus on. Next is you can use the pen also. So you can just underline, or you can take whatever functions you want to show, or you can write as well, right? So since we don't have the magic pad, so we suggest not to write anything, but of course you can underline and select any things, right? Any content. Next is highlight view. So if you want to highlight any contents, you can select the highlighter and then highlight during your training. The last function is eraser view. So you can erase everything. So very handy, all these functions for you to use. So this is all about how to present your PowerPoint effectively. Hope you have liked this video and you have learned something new from this effort. Thank you very much. Keep learning, keep sharing.